Broncos 34, Hull FC 18. It took Wakefield 15 attempts last year. It's only took the London Broncos 11 to get their first 2 points of the Super League season with, let's be fair, a very depleted squad lacking Super League experience. But just like an Eccles cake, he's full and packed with currency. This was packed with spirits and absolute togetherness. It was a brilliant win from Mike Eccles' men. They will consider to be very, very unlucky, weren't they, to not come away from the MKM with a win against the same team earlier in the season. They weren't to be denied. They got the job done. That said, there were times in this game where they could have fallen off, but they didn't. They stayed in the grind. SA, a brilliant try. A big don't argue. Come on, give me the ball. Cracking run from 10 metres out. In they go for the first score. Outstanding. But back came the Broncos. What a try. What a try from Alex Walker. First of all, Hakeem Maludi, off he goes down the left-hand side. Superb little ball out to Walker. It took some scoring, did it in, out, weaving all over the place. Oh, outstanding stuff from Alex Walker, who had a sensational game on the day. Then it was the turn, of course, of Jake Truman going in for Hull FC to put them back in the league. It was exactly like the MKM. It was back and two that first half. Fantastic Truman. Brilliant try from Truman. I mean, it's a massive bonus for Hull FC that he's back. They'll be delighted that he's back. Wasn't very effective against Warrington for his first half game back. But in this game, again, growing into his season is Jake Truman. Great try, great strength there. And, Hull FC at that point are leading by 12 points to 6. But James Meadows says, whatever you can do, Jakey boy, I can do just as well. In goes James Meadows. Very similar try. Really just not being denied. Fantastic stuff. Meadows showing his quality. Absolutely, this kid has got Super League pedigree in him for the long term. I'm absolutely confident about that. And he took his try really well. And then a pretty fantastic try again from Robbie Story. It was all about the Meadows and Walker combination. Walker, lovely little short ball into Story. In he goes for yet another Super League try. Robbie Story doing very well at centre for the London Broncos this season. In they go, 16-12 up at the break, and then back out come Hull FC with a try, and they'll be very disappointed, London. At this point, I think this was the delicate part of the game. 18-16, in goes Aydin for his try on debut. And, they will want the time again. Terrible, trying to bring them over their own try line. He got the ball down. They're 18-16. At that point, the head could have gone. Not a bit of it. Jared Bassett, boom! Have a little bit of that. I thought Jared Bassett on the day, really, really good. 21 carries, 152 metres, 8 tackles from him, a clean break. Really, really good was Bassett. 12 tackles indeed as well. Bassett, very, very good. Lovely try. Fantastic. They're back in front at this point. And then Lee Kershaw, who I think has been a really good acquisition from the Wakefield Trinity. He gets his try, manages to get the ball down. Well done to Lee Kershaw. And suddenly they had a little bit of breathing room at that point, didn't they? 28 points to 18 before Ollie Leyland strikes. I mean, SA, what are you doing there, son? Ollie says, give me the ball, off I go. Lovely little forward roll. Oh, yes, we've seen it all, haven't we? This week, we've seen Senior with his little tuck in the corner against Saints. Now we're seeing rolls. Oh, yes, fantastic. Gymnastics on the rugby league field. Beautiful stuff. And Ollie Leyland nailing it for the London Broncos. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 34 points to 18. Absolutely deserved. For me, there was a big difference between these two teams. One team wanted it more. Simple as that. They saw this as their big opportunity. Came very close at the MKM against Hull FC. They weren't going to be denied. I just thought every time they got the ball, every player to a man for the London Broncos, they ran with passion and spirit. Like I said, the leg drive, the commitment for the jersey for each other was on show. Hull FC still quite a lot fragmented, not really playing as a team. It just doesn't look right, does it? I thought, the desperation on Morgan Smith's face when he thought he'd scored a try. There was a lot of desperation about Hull FC. You didn't see desperation. You just saw team spirit. And I love the Mike Eccles interview after the game saying that they targeted the middle units early doors, tiring them out. And then, of course, it was tackle bust galore, wasn't it? Incredible. One of the key elements. And I think the other thing that will really worry the Hull FC on this, and I'm sorry, Hull FC fans, at the moment you are in dire straits. We know that. But, 2,121 metres London put on you. You only managed 1,417. That's a massive concern because there's no doubt about it. Hull FC have got a bigger pack. They have got a bigger pack, but this wasn't a day for that because it was very warm. And like I say, Eccles' game plan was spot on. He targeted Pele, SAS. He wanted to tire him out so that the backs then could have a field day in terms of tackle busting and clean breaks. And that's exactly how it went down. It was a masterclass from Eccles. Really, really good. Big smile on his face at full time. Well done to him. Grixie, trying to put a brave face on it for you Hull FC fans. But, bottom line is at the moment, you are a team that are in a lot of trouble. Let's just say it as it is. And you are. You are still in 11th. London's still bottom. There's only about 30 points between you, 32 points between you in terms of the minus column. You know, Hull FC will be very, very disappointed, I think, with what they served up. But London Broncos, like I say, just weren't going to be denied. So wonderful tries. Really played for Mike Eccles. He deserves it. The team deserve it. You know, we talked about Castleford and Huddersfield and how they fell off. One thing you can't say about London this year is they've fallen off. They've, you know, every single game they've been playing right up until the last minute. They've been trying to, I thought their expansion in terms of how they were throwing the ball around with absolute abandon in this. You know, that's a risky tactic, but it paid dividends because, like I say, the middle unit, they tired them out. Another player that I was really impressed with, just come back from injury for the London Broncos, is Natali. I think he had a really good game in the second row, 126 metres and 13 carries from the man. You know, good effort that, 25 tackles in day. You know, you can't knock that from the lad. He's only just come back, you know, testing his feet in Super League. Well done to the kid. Absolutely superb. Well done to these players. I'm telling you, outstanding. And look, let's see, nothing against you. Bottom line is, though, you're really struggling at this moment in time. I think this 2-week break is critical. You've got to come together. Who's the coach going to be? If they aren't going to, you know, if they're not attracting a coach at this point, if it is going to be an end of the season appointment, I think they need to announce that now so there's clarity in the team and in terms of Grixie, in terms of going forward for this season. I think that is absolutely paramount for them. You know, some people were pointing to the fact that they've had quite a few players come, go. You know, it's being mixed up. I thought Aiden on his debut, you know, 15 carries, 95 metres from him. You know, second only to SASA in the game, and of course he scored his try. So alongside SASA. So there's things there to work on, but I just think, you know, the combinations aren't there at the moment for Hull FC. It does seem a little bit disjointed. I wish you well, because, like I say, 10,500 Hull FC fans every single week. You deserve better, and we need a strong Hull FC in Super League. So if this is not against Hull FC, I really do wish you well and hope you get stronger as the season goes on. But, you know, what was lovely to see was people on social media on Hull FC giving praise to London. They're delighted for London. Of course, there's no jeopardy there for Hull FC. They're not going anywhere. They're in Super League 2025. And I thought Mike Eccles' points over London, the London project, you know, if they want a team in Super League from London, then the Super League need to look at how do they actually do that, because they're not going to do it through the IMG scoring criteria. London are never going to be playing in Super League probably for the next 10 years if, you know, the IMG criteria remains in place. It's impossible for them to do it. But I think what we've seen from London this season, with let's be fair, an understrength squad for Super League, is that Mike Eccles is coaching them brilliantly. Dare I say it, in the mould of Paul Rowley at Salford, you know, really galvanising them, getting the best, every bit of juice out the orange, as it were. You know, he really is doing a great, great job, is Eccles. I mean, if they had, like Catalan had back in the day, a 3 or 4 year period where they were guaranteed existence in Super League with the backing of the owner, etc., be interested to see what London could achieve. I mean, yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? It really is an interesting one. It's the only way that we're going to get a London side in Super League for the short to medium term. So I think, you know, fair play to Mike Eccles. He was delighted in the press conference. We put it on our Facebook page for you all to watch. Outstanding. Before we do the 3-2-1, don't forget, tonight is the quiz night. Come on, join us. It's in the comments now. Go into the comments of this YouTube video. You'll see the link for the tickets. Come on, come and be a part of Super League Raw quiz night. It's going to be a great night. There's prizes up for grabs. You'll be a part of our community. You'll meet new friends. You'll see what a great community we're building here at Super League Raw. Come on. Come on, you know it makes sense. Tonight, 13th of May. Come on, let's make it happen. Right, who's the 3-2-1? 3 points has to go to Alec Walker. You know, Walker's come back from injury, and I think he's been brilliant, slowly developing all the time. His try was wonderful. His pass for the Story try, on point, beautiful hands, fantastic stuff. 25 carries for 168 metres. Really, really strong. 5 tackle busts in the game. I thought Walker was brilliant. 2 points I'm going to give to Meadows. I thought Meadows as well, equally. I thought he took his try really, really well. He kicked well in this game. 10 kicks in general play, 6 attacking kicks from him in the game. 75 metres from 26 carries. He had his hands on the ball a lot. He was doing a lot of good things with James Meadows. So well done to James Meadows. I'm going to give him 2 points. I'm going to give the 1 point to Ollie Leyland. I think those 3 players are really in the shop window. All 3 of them, and all 3 of them played brilliant. I've already mentioned how well I thought Natali played. I thought he played really, really well, as did Bassett. Maludi as well, I think in dispatches, we'd have to say, had a really strong game for them. But to a man, what I liked about the whole team is they ran with purpose. There was a clear togetherness in the London Broncos side that wasn't evident in the Hull FC side. And spirit and commitment goes a long way in rugby league. 3 for Walker, 2 for Meadows, 1 for Leyland. Do you agree? Get your comments in. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell everybody about us. Nobody does what Super League Raw does in the rugby league community. Come to the quiz night tonight. Come and experience it for yourself. It's been a privilege bringing you in the sheds for round number 11. Break next week because, of course, it's the Challenge Cup. We will be back for round 12 in a couple of weeks. week's time. Make sure you catch those 2 semi-finals as well. They are going to be brilliant. The news comes a little bit later on. Super League Raw Weekly is back, as always, live tomorrow night, Tuesday at 8 p.m. on Twitter, Facebook, and on YouTube. Don't you dare miss that. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And don't forget, the Liam Marshall in conversation will be uploaded for your enjoyment this coming Wednesday, 8 p.m. on YouTube, 8 p.m. on all of our podcasts available for you to listen to on your way to and from work. And that's a belter with Liam Marshall. Keep your eyes on Super League Raw. 7 days. That's what it is. Rugby League should be 7 days, and we make it 7 days. We'll see you next time on In the Sheds. Enjoy your Rugby League this weekend. Bye for now.